What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So as we assumed from our last video, Nadu was officially banned, along with Grief, which is a little surprising but not unexpected. Probably the best thing that happened was that the One Ring was not banned. So in light of everything, we're still playing Eldrazi Through the Breach in Modern. I honestly haven't had to change much about this list. Everything is just running pretty smoothly. There's some flex spots that we'll talk about, but the core of the deck still remains the same. So in terms of lands, sometimes you'll see a Kessig Wolf run instead of a forest. We're just on 2 forests. Kessig can be a decent land at times, but with the banning, I definitely want more basics. For the flex spots, we're running 2 Trinisphere and 2 All Is Dust. So this is the flex spot because sometimes you'll see Kozilek's Return, sometimes you'll see a set of All Is Dust and no 3-drop. I think you can go with 2 Trinisphere or 2 Kozilek's Return main. Either one is fine. Boros Energy is probably going to be the most popular deck, so I don't think there's necessarily a wrong choice. And then finally, some people have been mixing up the payoffs. So we have 4 Emrakul and 2 Ulamog. Sometimes you'll see a set of each. Sometimes you'll see 3-3 split or the usual 4-2. And for the sideboard, especially with Nadu banned, there are no more Run-a-Foul. We do not need that card, in my opinion. We have 1 Dismember for early interaction. We have 3 Kozilek's Return, mostly for Boros decks, small creature decks. 3 Worldbreaker for the Mirror or control decks. 2 Veil of Summer for control decks and hand disruption. 2 Thought-Knot Seer for control decks. Or if we want to bring it in for extra hand disruption. 2 Trinisphere, again, adding on to this Trinisphere. It can be disrupted for Storm and any low CMC deck. And finally, we have 2 Stonebrain. This is good for the Tron Mirror for combo decks. So that is Eldrazi Through the Breach in Modern. No more Nadu, no more Grief. Feel free to leave a comment in the section down below what you thought about the bannings and how you think this deck might perform in the new meta. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the draw, and sucks we have 2 temples, which is really good, and the talisman, but we have nothing else going on, so this is going to be mulligan. We're up against Gigantha, so probably energy. This hand also sucks, so we're going to go to 5. All right, we'll keep this. Let's see what we want to put back. We definitely want to keep Destiny, Spawn, Labyrinth. Probably put back a Labyrinth and a probably Forest. Real Devour. Arid Mesa. No turn 1 plays nice. This could also be Storm. We're still not 100% sure, so Trinisphere would be nice in general. Let's take the Talisman here, so that way we have a turn 1 play. No turn 1 play is sketchy if it's energy. So we'll lead off on Labyrinth, put in Devour. Could also be, I mean, I guess it could be a lot of things. It could also be Domain, but they usually have a turn 1 play though. I guess we'll see what they get. Lush Portico. So it's Domain, yeah. Let's see if they play a Kavu. All right, so Kavu, definitely gonna need some payoffs here. And that is the best one. Play Grove out. Easy ring. You want to get under stub, definitely. Terrible draw. We'll send it back. We're looking for probably just the combo, honestly. They play Nashoba Brawler. They're going to be getting in for a lot next turn, so we're going to have to kind of like do some stuff here. They're going to loot, probably loot away a land. Nakatl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not close to kicking Myco Spawn next turn. So I guess drawing K command would be nice. Or another ring, or combo. If we draw Through the Breach here, I'll be happy. Oh, 2 lands. That's terrible. All right, we'll play out the forest. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't kick it. We have to cast this though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, we can't even like hold up Devour. So let's just cast this for a chump blocker at least. We're assuming they have stub anyway. We'll cast this, get a temple, and then just send it back. So they're probably sitting on like stub, maybe like a lightning bolt or tribal flames, most likely. There's the bolt. So they're going to get in for 8. Dash Ragavan. Yeah, if they have stub, we just kind of lose, right? Get in for 10. Go down to 9. This is like a surprisingly tough matchup. Yeah, they discard the stub, assuming they have another one. And it's a hard counter too, so they discard the stub. Okay, so now this is just like top deck or bust. We draw Emrakul, which is terrible. All right, well, they discarded the stub. They tapped out. That was the mistake, and now they opened the door for Through the Breach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put an Emrakul. Man, imagine if they kept that stub. Yeah, they kind of threw that away. So like I said, this is a pretty tough matchup. We don't have much for it anyway. We have Dismember, and it's not even like a Veil matchup, honestly. Because it's like, they're not a hardcore control deck. They just have a couple stubs. Trinisphere's not that good. We can go like Dismember. I mean, we could bring in Veil just because we're trying to race them, and Veil just kind of seals it. I don't know what else we'd have besides like Thought Knots. World Breakers. All right, if they have Damping Sphere, makes things awkward, but only 3 stubs. They could probably bring in a 4th stub too if they're running this list. I mean, I guess we'll bring in Veil. We don't have anything for Damping Sphere. Like we do have World Breakers, but by the time we get to cast it, we're probably already dead. So we'll just run like that. All right, game 2 on the draw. This hand is medium. Turn 1, turn 2 into Talisman. A turn 3, 1 ring, but we have double Ancient Stirrings. I think it's fine. It plays around Damping Sphere really well. And we have Stirrings to find a bunch. They start with Leyline Binding, which is, but no Ragavan, which is nice. K command. Let's just lead off in a temple here. We could Grove into Stirrings. But the longer we wait, the better stirrings gets. Next turn we can impulse into stirrings. Especially because I want to get Temple down. Maybe we can kill their 2-drop. Oh, just kidding, it's Scion. We draw Ulamog. Well, we will play Talisman into stirrings. So you could take Ugin's Lab. Let's say we can play we're gonna play the Rin next turn. We have the K command already. I kind of just want more mana, like big mana. So hopefully next turn they tap out. Oh, okay, they're gonna Leyline Binding our Talisman. Hopefully they don't have a stub for this ring. I'm glad we took Labyrinth, so now we have 4 mana still. But they are holding up what I assume is stub. Play Ugin's Lab, see if they have it. All right, let's send it back. These are the draws that you don't beat with the Leyline Draco start, Leyline Binding Disruption with counter magic up into Damping Sphere. All right, yeah, this is just like the nuts for them. You couldn't ask for a better draw here, though. 2 lands exactly with this. All right, we draw a ring again. So the only way we win is with the combo. So we definitely have to draw into it. But we're probably dead 2 turns maybe, depending on what they play. So we're gonna go to 10 from this, 6. Yeah, so we're dead next turn. We need to draw exactly 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to draw like exactly breach into something. So close. If they didn't kill this Talisman, I think we win. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if they didn't kill this Talisman, we'd win. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Let's play Ancient Stirrings. Let's just see. Yeah, because we'd take Ulamog here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yeah, like we have it. Man, that sucks. Even through all that, we almost won, which is crazy. Let's try again. On the play this time. We have turn 1 Talisman into Ancient Stirrings. I'm going to keep this. We don't have a second land, but I think it's fine. And they start with Leyline. This will just go get a, do All Is Dust. We're going to do All Is Dust instead of Emrakul because if we draw through the breach, we're going to want this all set up. But we'll play this into Stirrings. Oh, man. I'm going to take K command here instead of a land and just hope to get a land. Either draw one or with Ancient Stirrings. We'll definitely find one. Oh, they play. Okay, they play tap land. They've been a mountain. Oh, that's a great land. 1, 2. This is for 5. We can K command. So let's pass. We'll end of turn K command into probably spawn, eat one of their things if they tap out. Okay, Kavu's good. So we're going to scry and make. We don't have to worry about killing Kavu right now, I don't think. Hopefully not, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can Leyline Binding this. They have to sacrifice 2 permanents to do it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's bottom that. So we can just hardcast Ulamog next turn. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could also kick a Myco Spawn, but let's try this. Sacrifice all these. So if they do try to get rid of this, they have to use a lot of resources, and then we just kick a Myco Spawn because they're going to sacrifice their creature and Leyline. Okay, or they just scoop. All right, welcome to match 2 on the play. Interesting hand. We have Lab into All Is Dust. It's like a weird, it's kind of like bad though, right? But we have a ring. It just like does nothing. I'm gonna throw this back. All right, this is a little better. It is a 1-lander, but we have 2 Devours. But we're going to, we'll pitch 1. It is a 1-lander, but we have the Devour and another draw step. So obviously we're looking for Ugin's Lab here. Yeah, I did really want to keep that first one, but it just did nothing. All right, reveal Devour. Take a Temple. Temple's like second best. So we can go Temple into Talisman, then play Myco Spawn. Oh man, I hate the mirror. It's so boring. It's probably the exact mirror it looks like. All right, they have a much better start than we do. They're doing what we wanted to do. So hopefully we can be, if we draw a Ugin's Lab, if we draw an Ugin's Lab, then we're good. Oh, come on. Yeah, Ugin's Lab would be the best draw here. The worst draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we just play Myco Spawn for a land? That just like feels so bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because these are like dead cards in this matchup. All of these are like dead cards. I think we're gonna, because we're so far behind, I think we're gonna have to bank on drawing a land here for kicked Myco Spawn. Just playing a Myco Spawn now is not gonna win the game or do anything. They can always do the breach us and we lose anyway. 2, 3, 4. They could play land, breach. All right, Stirrings is a good time. Still looking for something, maybe a fatty. I do find Ulamog. So we definitely need a land to stop their whatever, because they're definitely gonna Ulamog us next turn. 4 mana for another ring. Definitely need a land. Oh my god, that's not a land. Again, I'm not playing out the Myco Spawn here because it just does absolutely nothing. A little unlucky here. Again, this is the start we actually want, and this is the start we got. Draw, and then again, I'm expecting a breach here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or a kicked Myco Spawn. Yeah, so if we would have drawn the land, we would have killed their Ugin's Lab. Yeah, unfortunate. All right, against the mirror, we want World Breaker, Thought Knot, Stonebreak potentially, out Trinisphere, out All Is Dust. We drew all like the cards that are complete dead cards in the matchup. It's a nice clean, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice 8 for 8 there. Thought Knots aren't like the most necessary, but they're better than probably Talisman. You could argue trying to be faster with ramping it on the play. So 1-lander with Devour again. But even if we get the land, it still like does nothing really. I'm gonna mull. Yeah, we're not winning these mulligans. Gonna go to 5. All right, I guess we'll put back Ulamog. We need World Breaker for Ugin's Lab. K command, put back Yeah, it just feels so bad. An opponent kept 7 again. Play Ugin's Lab and pass. They lead off on Temple, go. Grove. All right, we'll play Forest, pass, end of turn. We'll just K command looking for something. Maybe we find a Temple. Yeah, they have the Besaju. All right, well, K command. We're not going to worry about saving World Breaker right now. Put that on the bottom. We draw our own Besaju. Play another Forest and pass. Another land. Play Grove. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to pass. Trying to think what they could have. Like if they... I want to hold up Besaju here. If they go like Ugin's Lab, I want to have this up. Because they could go Ugin's Lab into one ring, and we don't want that. And again, I'd rather kick Microspawn than just play like a whatever. They might play their own Microspawn. Okay, they have their own Thought Knot. So if we would have played that, then... that sucks. That's like punished. Pretty unfortunate. Because now we're just like stuck with the Besaju. I mean, I guess we just do this now then. Like we held it up enough, so... Alright, we'll just send it back. Devour. Yeah, on top of this, we're just like not drawing well. And they have the one ring. Yeah, probably not winning this one. Unlucky. All right, match 3 on the play. Let's hope this one goes a little better than the last one. I think this is fine. We don't have the 7-drop for Ugin's Lab yet, but we can definitely find it with Stirrings. So we'll lead off on a Temple, pass, hopefully get a second land so we don't have to blow Ugin's Lab. But I think this is totally fine. Darkslick Shores, Murktide. Wow, we drew the 10-drop too. That's awesome. So let's... that Talisman. See if they want to Spell Snare this or not. All right, we'll play Stirrings as well. These are all great cards. Probably definitely want the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, Temple is really good too, actually. Because we can do Kicked Microspawn. Obviously, ring just like kind of wins it, but it's more easily countered. Kicked Microspawn eats their land and gets us a land. They might just like tap out for a frog. So it's between Temple and ring for me. All right, let's just take the ring. It sucks they're going to know about it, so they're not going to tap out. But if they counter one, they're not going to counter the other. And maybe they'll tap out after they counter one and we can just slam the other. Scalding Tarn. So they 100% have Counterspell or whatever. I'm going to play Stirrings first, though. They're going to let this resolve because they have to. Another ring. There's a land drop we can make. I'm just going to get the Talisman here. We could have gotten Ulamog as well. This is kind of like a slower matchup, and if we just threw the Breach and they counter it, then we just have nothing. Wow, they Spell Pierce that. Interesting, okay. So yeah, the ring would have gotten Spell Pierce there. It's interesting they Spell Pierce that. But see, like, if we cast through the Breach, that gets Spell Pierce, and then it's just a dead card. So because they did that, we know they have additional counters for the one ring, and they're digging for lands right now. And they drew the land. Preordain. Or I guess they drew Preordain with Sitter, looking for a land. One top, one bottom, they found the land. Inquisition. Doesn't hit anything. Oh, that feels so bad. Jeez, and that's why people don't play Inquisition anymore. All right, I guess we're just gonna slam this. Like, do they have Force Negation? No, wow. They tapped out. I guess they just had nothing. Find the land. And we're going to start to pull away with this game. Kick the Microspawn. Maybe end of turn Breach if we draw a Fatty. All right, they do have the Frog. Draw a Talisman. More Breaches. We'll kick a Microspawn and go get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick a Microspawn. Name Eldrazi. They float a black. Let's change phases. All right, they Fatal Push. So that's fine. Play Talisman. All right, they're going to get one hit in with the Frog, and then we're going to draw 4 cards. So we're definitely going to find something for Through the Breach. Can hard cast Devour to eat the Frog, uncounterable. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. They have a Murktide, it looks like. They do. All right, I guess we're going to eat the Murktide. They get it for 1. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're short for this Ulamog as well. Let's draw. Trinisphere is interesting, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, we're 1 short. I want to play Trinisphere into Through the Breach. But let's think if we want to play Trinisphere into the One Ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can do that. So by playing Trinisphere first, it leaves them with 2 mana. So they either counter this or they can't do anything for this turn. Unfortunately, we don't have a big creature to Through the Breach in. So we do have to decide if we want to play another ring, which I think we might, or we could play Devour and just eat Murktide. I think we're going to play the ring because it's to make it sure it's uncounterable. And then next turn, we'll just get back Ugin's Lab and Through the Breach it. So we have protection. We'll draw. K-Command's great as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to play it safe and probably just Devour. Because if Through the Breach gets countered, we're screwed. And they can only counter one thing anyway. We'll return this. Another K command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we can just cast Ulamog, but it's still, like, we still die here, which is funny. So let's just cast this. Eat Murktide. All right, Murktide's down. Do they have a Sink into Stupor? Subtlety. All right, they tapped out for that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to eat this with Kozilek's Command. All right, but they're going to subtlety this, which is fine. We'll bottom it. All right, we'll just send it back. I'm not going to tap the ring because I don't want to take more damage, and we have everything we need here. They get in for at least 4. They pitch. They pitch something, or they just hard cast it? All right, they attack with Frog. They play Polluted Delta. I guess Ulamog doesn't even really do much. Another Frog. So they're holding up 3 mana. I'm just going to K command X equals just because we have the mana. Don't want to that. All is dust? Something. Like nervous to draw with the 1 ring. Oh, well, Emerald's great, but they can just counter it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Devour. And then we're short. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll draw for a land and play Temple. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's just cast Through the Breach twice. And we could splice it if we wanted to, but we don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Through the Breach. There's something to bounce this? I guess not. Oh, they can give their... Oh, shoot. Wait. Let's see if before they give their Frog flying, I guess. Okay. This doesn't have trample. So if they give their Frog flying and they block, and then they sack their lands, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we'd be dead if we didn't have like all this stuff as well. That's an interesting thought. All right, so against control, we're going to board out the Breach package here. Bring in Trinispheres, Thought Knots, World Breakers, Veil of Summer, Dismember, All is Dust out. All right, so this isn't the most amazing hand, but we have Devour, and like we're against control, so this is fine. We have the Temple at least. We could maybe go like Temple into something or other. I want to lead off on a Temple just in case we draw another one for Thought Knot. Let's see what we get with Devour, actually. Ugin's Lab or another Temple. Let's take Ugin's Lab. I'm going to play a Temple first because I don't want Ugin's Lab to get immediately like break the ice. We'd have to just like return Destiny. Consider main phase, like that. Darkslick Shores, play Devour. I wonder if they have Consign up. So what we should have done there was, I'm not gonna play out Thought Knot. What we should have done was play green for Ancient Stirrings there. Because I just thought, now I want to get Cavern with Micro Spawn. So it's kind of like a waste of a turn. All right, well now we drew Kozilek's Command. I guess I'll pass again, just because we drew this. Bowmasters. I mean, they still might have Consign, I guess, but it gets it out of their hand. I'm assuming they do. Or Spell Pierce or something. Yeah, they had the Consign. Okay. So hopefully next turn we can just kick a Micro Spawn and be happy with that. I guess hope they don't have a Harbinger, but we do have the green source anyway, so it doesn't matter. Get Underwater City Sewers main phase. Putting Murktide in their yard. I guess they have a Murktide. They're looking to cast it. Wow, they did have it. Okay. Well, I'm glad we have the Micro Spawn here. Cast Micro Spawn. We don't have a Wastes, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just get forced, huh? Cast Ancient Stirrings. Take Talisman. So they don't have any black mana now, but I guess we'll see. It's like the only reason to keep an All is Dust for this, but they can't really... I mean, I guess they could Murktide. We definitely need our cast triggers. We need a World Breaker and stuff like that. World Breaker would be awesome. Just like kind of stonewall them. Sink into Stupor. It's an interesting play. And into Murktide. Okay, that's a good play by them. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough game to win with Harbinger out. I mean, we drew the World Breaker, so that's pretty sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 6 mana though. Play Talisman. I guess we'll Stirrings, look for a ring. Battle Ring. And then hopefully we buy some time to get there. This like makes me want to bring back All is Dust, but like it's such like an expensive card that typically you're not casting it. All right, we'll take 1, go down to 12. Ugin's Lab. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess this has to resolve. Maybe, I mean, maybe it was better to cast World Breaker initially. So they just have a counterspell for this. Doesn't look like they do. Oh, do they have a... Oh my god, another Sink into Stupor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we lose. Yeah, we have the Veils. We just have to like dodge the Harbinger, I guess. We have the Dismember for it, but that's about it. K-Return is a consideration. Let's just run it back. Nah, that's not close. No big guys, no nothing. Mulligan. All right, we will keep this. We have the Temple, Lands, Devour, Beseiju. We're looking to get a turn 1 or turn 2 Trinisphere, ideally. So Ugin's Lab, always the best draw. I mean, Impulse is good if they have Harbinger. Micro Spawn's good for Cavern. I think because we don't have very many non-creature spells, or creature spells, then Cavern's not as good. And we're not going to play Stirrings turn 1. Again, I'd rather save this for... Oh, no, I mean, we're not going to play it because we knew what our top card was. Now we can... They kept the card on top with that. All right, we'll take the Labyrinth now. If they play a Frog next turn, I mean, we're going to slam Trinisphere and then just make all their mana really awkward. If they play a Frog, maybe we just... Kozilek's Command? I'm not sure. If they don't do anything, we're just going to play Temple and pass them. Hold up K command. I'm assuming that they have Bowmasters, maybe? Nothing, okay. Maybe they tap out for Harbinger and we can kill it with Kozilek's. Set her in the yard. This is so awkward because They definitely have Counterspell or Consign, let's say. We untap, we play this. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to bait out their Counterspell. So they have to counter this, or they can't counter our Kozilek's command. And we're definitely going to hold this up just in case they play Harbinger, because they can tap out for Harbinger. We kill it immediately. Oh, just Bowmasters. Okay. All right. Again, I'm going to hold up K command for Harbinger. They have the Swamp. Read like a book. Cast this. Scry. I know we're gonna get pinged, but definitely want to play around this. That's not bad, actually. Talison's medium, but I'll keep all that. So we get pinged. All right, so we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can Thought Knot and Ring. Cast Thought Knot first. ETB. Counterspell, Bowmasters, Subtlety. Oh man, they have a lot. Their hand's really good. What do we take here? Probably the threats, right? Like probably Murktide. They could Bowmasters again. That's really awkward. Sync bounces. Bowmasters, they only have one card in the graveyard though. One spell. I'm gonna take Bowmasters here. Get the one ring. Get protection. Yeah, their hand's pretty good. All right, we knew the Talisman was on top. And we'll just send it back. Any attacks? No attack. I mean, that's a 3/3. That's not nothing. So they have Counterspell. They have everything up. We take one. They can only do one thing a turn, which is nice. We're gonna get pinged. It's a 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we could have killed this first. That would have made more sense if we thought about our play first to K command this. I want to. So we know they have a Counterspell and a Sync and a Super, so that either of those could be used now. Guess we play this out, play a Talisman, and then I guess we'll just hold up K command, see if they want to tap out for anything or they want to Sync into Super or something. All right, they do want to Sync into Super that. So I want to. We have so much stuff, so we don't have to scry, but I'm going to. I'm gonna get rid of this Orc token, I think. Actually, things can just chump. Let's just get rid of the Bowmasters, I guess, because we're gonna be drawing cards anyway. And this thing we can just jump for a while. So they're gonna use the Stupor to unlock their Counterspell. Maybe make a big Murktide. Okay, that's fine. We just have like so much mana, it's not gonna matter on their turn. All right, they do get in for. Wow, I didn't realize. Why is our clock so low? I wasn't even paying attention to that. All right, so play Trinisphere. They force pitching Subtlety. So that means they still have Counterspell up. We'll draw. Nah, that's a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast another ring. Counterspell. Veil of Summer. Oh, we draw the Cavern too, which is nice. Keep the one ring. Get him for 4. Then we'll pass back. So we know they have a Murktide Regent. I guess we have to play faster. I guess I was zoning out this whole time. We know they have a Murktide and 2 mystery cards. They do cast the Murktide Regent. And they attack. We have ring protection, so we don't have to block. We also have Cavern for World Breaker now, so nothing really matters. We can actually just Devour. Eldrazi. Return this back. Cast Devour. Eat Murktide, and we win. All right, welcome to match 4 on the play. And this hand sucks. Turn 2 Talisman. Turn a little too slow. All right, this hand's better. We have Lab, Devour, Land. Keep this. We could keep Beseiju, or we could keep All Is Dust. I'm gonna between Beseiju and All Is Dust. I'm gonna pitch All Is Dust. I don't see Gigantha, and we have the 7-drop. Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to come to top deck, but I'm just so lazy about it. All right, Devour, reveal Devour, Emrakul, Ugin's Lab. Kind of some pretty bad draws. I mean, it's tempting to take the Emrakul because it's the payoff, and all we have to draw is 1. Maybe that is the play. Play Ugin's Lab, reveal Devour, and pass. We could only keep 1. Sacred Foundry tapped. Yeah, if we could keep more, I'd keep more, but Rove pass. Rugged Prairie. What is this? Is this like Hammer? Like a red oh god, we drew another one. All right, I guess we're just gonna slam the one ring. Looking for lands and Through the Breach. They have Burn Spell. Oh no. Oh man, if we get land destruction flickered on, I'm gonna be so sad. Please no. I feel like this is like red-white land destruction. Come on. What is this? That is obnoxious, dude. That's such crap, man. We queue into red-white, just like anti-Trom. I mean, at least we have the one ring out. We can. Oh, baby. Okay, that's a good draw. Next turn. So we could play another one ring, but I want to draw more cards for Through the Breach. And hopefully they don't destroy our lands. They only have 1 white source at least. But I mean, they could, I guess maybe they don't care. Okay, Season of Pyromancer. That's fine. Lightning Helix and Fleege. All right, they get in for 3. Probably going to flicker Season Pyromancer. Oh, they didn't flicker anything. Okay. I guess they like their hand. All right, so we just need a land here. Wow, at the very end. Cast Through the Breach. Nice Blood Moon. Put an Emrakul. They're not technically dead because they can sack 1, 2, 3. I mean, they're going to be dead next turn. They're dead enough. Are they going to sack all their... That's a play. Those tokens really save them there. All right, so they're not quitting. We're going to be getting hit for maybe 4. Well, 3 now. They're probably going to flicker Moon now. Oh, is this song? All right, they attack for 3. Put a counter on this. All right, you think they're going to scoop to this one? I wonder if they just scooped to the Through the Breach. Emrakul. Paid off. All right, and they and they concede. Oh, I love it. Yeah, the reason this deck is really good too is because it doesn't fold the Blood Moon, which is really nice. Womp womp indeed. Kozak's Command is pretty nice. Trinisphere, maybe. Right. The Troll Boros deck. I know. So Dismember's good. What's like not good? I mean, Through the Breach is good. Solid, as long as they don't destroy our lands and we can make our land drops. Like Blood Moon didn't stop us because we had Through the Breach, which was nice. But I feel like I want, like they're a small creature. Like I feel like I want at least Trinispheres to slow them down. Dismember also slows them down, but I also want the combo. Dismember is trash. It kills failure or whatever. I kind of want to cut some of the combo, even though it just wants the game. If I just go 2, I don't know if Trinisphere is going to be too slow on the draw or whatever. Let's keep in the 2. We'll just go 2/2 like that. I think that's fine. You saw Lightning Helix. It seems savage to play it for. It does. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we didn't really get to see what their deck was doing, but I know you don't want to take. We'll keep this. This is a fantastic hand, by the way. Yeah, like Devour. I guess it depends on what half of the deck they draw, like the burn versus the disruptive part. But we have turn 1 Stirrings, which is awesome, especially because we only have 1 land. And Talisman's great into Blood Moon. All these are really good, actually. Like Trinisphere is great. We can do turn 2 Trinisphere. K Command. You like Command? Oh god, I love Trinisphere though, man. So we go turn 1 Stirrings. I mean, I guess K Command sets us up with colorless sources as well. Turn 2 Trinisphere against Burn. We have the micro spawns. Actually, yeah, let's do K Command because they can blink Trinisphere with Thalia, whatever her name is. So I'm fine with maybe Trinisphere is not necessarily, unless we're on the play turn 2. All right, let's do this. We do find the Emrakul, but I'd rather have the land for next turn, the guaranteed land. Take Temple. Next turn we can hold up Kozak's Command, we can micro spawn, we can do a lot. They just pass again. All right, we draw that. That's really nice, actually. So we'll just end of turn Kozak's Command for Through the Breach. Pretty easy sequencing there. Command ending up being the right play. So like even if they Blood Moon, if they tap out for Blood Moon, they just lose. They cycle Timeless Dragon. So they get the plane. So we're going to assume that they are just going to tap out for Blood Moon and lose. Not good. Yeah, Timeless Dragon was seeing some play before. Obsidian Charmal. All right, let's see what they target. Obviously, Ugin's Lab. Yeah. All right, so let's scry, make some dudes. Scry for 3. So 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the land. They should scoop to this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Forest, Through the Breach, put in Emrakul, and they concede. Oh, I love it. Damn, we beat the main deck Blood Moon deck. Not bad. All right, welcome to the final match on the play. And we're going to keep this hand. We have double Devour, we have Ugin's Lab, turn 1 Talisman. If we can draw a fatty and some lands for Through the Breach, I'd be happy with that. Real Devours. We're just looking for another Ugin's Lab, honestly. Temple's not the worst. Trinisphere. We're not up against Gigantha, so I don't really care about Trinisphere right now. I'll take Temple first. Yeah, we're just gonna keep Temple both times. If we saw Ugin's Lab, we would have kept that. We can have a turn 2 Ring, which is nice. Play Talisman. City of Brass. So this is either Dredge or Adnaz. Tapping for blue. Is this Tome Scour? Oh no. Loam deck? That's pretty sweet. Easy win. Let's hope, man. All right, let's easy 1 ring. Yeah, turn 2 ring is just like so obnoxious. All right. I mean, I definitely want Kozak's Command to mess with their graveyard a little bit, especially because they're on Dredge. They dredge Light from the Loom. Oh, they're playing Burning Inquiry too. Don't anchor me. Another City of Brass. I mean, at least the ring's really good against this aggro. Double red for, what's it called? Yeah, Cathartic. Oh boy. We're gonna have to find something quick. It's a really good start for them. Nothing to worry about. I mean, we're gonna draw with the ring. Maybe 1, 2, I mean, basically we want to draw with the ring and find a land and Emrakul. Or land Ulamog. Jeez, nothing to worry about. All this power on turn 2. Oh my god. All right, we draw that. That's not good. Do we ring here? Let's see. 2, 4. I mean, maybe we just kick a micro spawn. We're not going to die next turn. They do have an Ox, and then they might hit Creeping Chills. Can we die from 19? I don't know. That's terrifying. That's so obnoxious, though. Yeah, but if we kick the spawn... Yeah, I was going to say, if we kick the spawn, we eat their land. I mean, they'd have to draw another land to Ox, because they're stuck on... Oh, wait, no, they're not stuck. This is just our turn 3. Yeah, let's just play a ring. Actually, we probably should have kept the other ring because I want to draw more. Yeah, I think I should have kept the other ring. Yeah, we just need to find the Emrakul, though. That's why I think we should have kept the other ring for maximum draws, because it's like we need to win now or never. I'm wrong? You don't think we should have kept the other ring? So we'd go down to... Yeah, but then we draw 3 cards next turn instead of 2. And this doesn't target, so we'd lose that. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay, yeah, because we're gonna do 1, then 2, instead of just 3. Okay. All right, they had that land anyway, so that wouldn't have mattered. So they're definitely gonna ox us, right? And then we're gonna have like 1 turn. Oh no. No, not Burning Inquiry. Man, if they drew us into a fatty, that would have been sick. All right, so luckily we got to keep through the breach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't like Emrakul doesn't do it. We need Ulamog. I mean, next turn we're probably dead. Or like Ola's Dust. Ola's Dust is like another consideration. And they drew us 3 cards closer. Another ring, we'll take that as well. Play out Grove. So tap 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking if I want to play Talisman though as well. I mean, Microspawn gets us another land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get a Ugin's Lab here. Because we have the Devour. We're never casting this right now. And I guess we'll just ring again. And then we can Stirrings for All Is Dust or so draw. Kozilek's Command. Ancient Stirrings. Alright, so we found both. What's in exile? So if we All Is Dust, they just bring everything back. If we Emrakul, they just sack everything and then we just die. It's so annoying. We just need Ulamog, I think. I'm gonna take All His Dust here. Especially because of the Creeping Chills make it even more awkward. They only have 17 cards left in the library. They're gonna, what's it called? The Microspawn? Dark Blast, that's it. Nice, they put Dark Blast in there for additional dredgers. I don't know why they don't just, I mean, they only have 17 cards, so maybe they're afraid to Ox. So I mean, if we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if we could like double through the breach, that would be ideal. Tapping 2, they're just hard casting Thug. All this stuff is going to be nice because they're going to have to dredge to get these back, and then they're going to lose, like all their cards are going to be gone by then. Kozilek's Command, okay. Another All Is Dust. Let's play Temple. We're like in hard cast mode also. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's All Is Dust. Gari Thug triggers. We can get in for 3 at least. Get in for 3. We do have Kozilek's Command to 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we want to hit out of here though? Just the prize amalgams for 4? Oxes. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and see if they dredge, because we can always get the prize amalgams on the trigger. I'd ideally like to get the oxes and amalgams, but we only have 4 mana. Or I mean, yeah, 4 mana, so X equal 2. All right, they do mill a Conflagrate. All right, so we want to get this Narcomoeba before it triggers. So let's scry exile. So we want to eat the Narcomoeba and Conflag. That way so prize amalgam doesn't trigger. And then this is sorcery, so they can't cast this. And they only have 1 more Creeping Chill left. There's 1 in the graveyard, 2 exiled. And they scooped that. Awesome. I was afraid for a second, dude. But Chain and Rings really helped. So unfortunately, against Dredge, we have absolutely nothing in terms of hard graveyard hate. So it's kind of like it is what it is. Trinisphere is medium. Kozilek's Return can be good in the graveyard if we cast a big thing. I think we just kind of have to do what we just did. Like, Thought-Knot's pretty bad also. Bring in Kozilek's Return. If we can cast it, put it in the graveyard, and then just recast it and just blow everything up, I think that's fine. All right, so this is an interesting hand. So we have Gemstone Caverns pitching probably Forest, and then we have Devour, and then we have 2 rings. Could potentially be a turn 2 ring, but like, let's try it. Again, we don't really have any sideboard cards for this though. So we'll get rid of this Forest. So we're gonna be looking for I guess we could be looking for K commands, like mulligan for K commands also. But this is also something, so you definitely don't want to mill against Burning Inquiry decks. All right, they got a ring and an Ulamog. Not the worst. They put 2 Stinkweed in the graveyard. That's really good for them actually. Still looking for Ugin's Lab. Did not find one. I'm gonna say no to all of these. That's fine. Play that. Plus Stirrings. We find the Emrakul. There's the Through the Breach also, but that's not gonna be good enough. I guess we'll just take the Emrakul. We have land for ring. I mean, hopefully they don't have Cathartic as well. They got a pretty good mill too with double amalgam here. We're gonna assume that they have Cathartic though. Oh, just Coliseum. Okay. Oh, that's a really good hit. So they're gonna get back amalgam. Oh my god, 3 amalgams again? 1, 2, 3, all 4 amalgams. Holy moly. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to chain rings again. Jeez, what a hit. They're gonna put in 16 power on turn 2. Ulamog. All right, so what's better, 16 power or the 1 ring Talisman? So there's in exile, there's a 6. So if we can attack with this, they only have 1 land too. All right, so they get a Creeping Chill and an Ox. Oh, what are they gonna put us into? I want to keep K command, I think. All right. Nope. I'm not keeping K command. All right. So they put Emrakul. So we shuffled our graveyard back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We're still looking for, I guess, Through the Breach or another ring. All is dust. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I mean, that's something. Need exactly 7. Wipe the board. Nice reset. Wait, did I not play land? Oh, no, I played Eldrazi Temple. I was like, oh my god. All right, so we're still looking for... I mean, they need a land. Okay, and they just scoop. I guess they didn't find the land. What'd they do? Did they draw? Oh, they dredged and then they just conceded. Nice. Another 4-1. We're going on back-to-back 4-1s with this deck. Didn't record the last one, but it's okay. So that was Eldrazi Through the Breach in Modern, post Nadu ban, post Grief ban. The deck's still good. This is what we've been running. We haven't been sideboarding for Nadu, and because we haven't been running into it online at all, so we haven't needed to. I really like this configuration. I really like the sideboard plan. It kind of covers everything other than like extreme graveyard decks, but we already got that covered kind of with Kozilek's command. And again, the main flex spots are the Trinispheres, the amount of All is Dust, and then either switching that with Kozilek's Return, or additional All is Dust, Trinispheres, stuff like that. You can kind of mix and match that way, but the rest of the deck is pretty set in stone, I'd say. You can also adjust these numbers if you want as well, but I've liked these so far, so we're probably just going to keep that. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.